Hey guys, here we are. Like I told you earlier on, talkinfight.com with me, Neil the Deal, Boxing 101, Monday at 8:30. And we got a big show tonight. I'm looking forward to having a guest. I don't really have a lot of guests because I only interview Canadian professional boxers. And really, in Canada, the boxing we need to be a little more diligent and a little more for the sport in Canada. Let's hope that Luke and the guys over there in Ontario can bring us some of the bigger fights, some of the bigger stuff down to the ACC and stuff. So we're gonna rely on those guys for that. But thanks for coming out here on Monday night. I really appreciate it. I do have a great show. We're going to talk a little bit about last week's results, what happened with the ones that I was looking at. I kind of had a good week, but not a great week. I was 50-50. So, if you're professional, you got to be 60% or more. So last week I wasn't pro. I just broke even. So a couple of upsets. We're going to go over some of the results, and I got a big surprise if indeed it goes down. We're going to talk a little bit about a good boxer, good friend of mine, so to speak, out of Canada. I did an episode on him April 19th, 2021. If you guys want to go back into the archives, check it out. He's fighting this Thursday at the Montreal Casino in Montreal, Quebec, Canada. He's a great Canadian fighter. I loved him. He's undefeated, and in my opinion, he's going to be a world champion sooner than you think. So keep your eye on him again. I gave you a heads up a couple of years ago, and here we are. Hopefully, he's going to join us later on in the show. We're hoping. Producers are trying to get a hold of him. So, Erik, if you're watching out there, man, hit on the link and come on out. We'll talk about your fight on Thursday. We're going to talk about Erik Bazinyan. Erik Bazinyan, Armenian fighter, fantastic kid, fantastic guy. And he's really putting the leather to the opponents. 29-0. We'll talk a little bit more about him. But first of all, I want to thank you for the likes, the shares, and the subscriptions. They just keep coming in and day out. And we're really happy over here at talkinfight.com. And I hope you guys are too. So check us out. All the different hosts. We got the Sugar Show. You got Mikey, Knuckle Up, the Cedric. There's all kinds of us out there. No Punches, No Mercy. She's out there. A lot of girls, a lot of guys. So come and check us out. And, of course, the Boxing News in the morning will update you on what's happening around the world daily. So, all right, let's get into this. So last week we talked about a bunch of fights that I was looking at. I did watch them myself, and great fights. I loved them all. We're going to start it off with the Lara Woods fight. A little bit of a surprise for me. Lara did not put out his best effort, and Mr. Woods showed up and did the job. Woods won unanimous decision in the 12th for the WBA World Featherweight Championship. It was a great fight. Looks like they're setting it up for the Lara Woods 3 trilogy. That's what I would think, because now it is 1-1. And we all know how that works with the 1-1 thing. Somebody's got to win this thing. So I think that's probably going to go down. The scorecards were pretty lopsided, 118-109, 118-109, and 116-111. That's pretty much across the board a wipeout there for, I think, Mr. Lara. He won the first fight, 7th round KO, but this second fight on the weekend was it was a different story. I think Woods brought his A game. So, hey, good luck to you, Mauricio. Lara, next one out. Hopefully it'll be number 3. So that's the one fight. I lost. I took Lara. I lost. What can I tell you? Next fight was Catterall, Jack Catterall. Well, we know all about Catterall. He took down my boy Teo. Then he lost the title, but now he went unanimous decision, 10th round. He took him down in the undercard there. Scorecard 99-88, 98-89, 97-90. Pretty much a wipeout for Catterall. I had that one. I mean, he was minus 1,200, but hey, it's better than nothing, right? So, moving on here, guys. Let's see what else we got. Now, this was a bit of an upset. Lawrence Okolie versus Billum Smith for the WBO World Cruiserweight Championship. I told you I really liked Okolie. He was definitely ranked. He was ranked number 1 by one of the, I believe it was Ring Magazine had him number 1. Hey, Billum took it to him. Majority decision in 12-rounder, went all the way. It wasn't as close, I think, as they said, but the numbers are weird in this one. I really didn't understand the judges again. These judges are really, I don't know what's going on, but we're going to try to figure it out. I mean, okay, check this out, guys. 116, 107. 116, 107. 115, 108. All right. Is that what you see? And the other judge, 112, 112. So he saw a draw, but the other two guys saw a wipeout. What is with that? I just don't get that kind of stuff. I don't know what to tell you. I mean, there's a lot of stuff going on. Lomachenko, a lot of people are upset about this stuff. I've seen more. I mean, Catterall and Josh Taylor, like we just keeps going on and on and on. This has got to end, and somebody's got to get to the bottom of what's going on here because guys are putting out their heart and soul for their families, their friends, and their kids, and this and that, and they're doing the job, and they're getting robbed. Is that something that you'd be happy with going forward with the rest of your life? No, but you get over it. You move on. It is what it is. It's entertainment and whatever, man. Like I always say, you better knock out your opponent now because if you don't leave it in the hands of the judges. You're gonna have a problem. These guys, I don't know what's going on with them, but anyway. So the one that I watched, and I watched it twice, and because this guy is really starting to. I'm thinking he might have a shot, a big shot, because he looked fantastic. That was the Luis Alberto Lopez versus Michael Conlan fight. Now, we all know who Michael Conlan is out of the UK. Ireland, I believe he was fighting at home, and that was for the IBF World Featherweight Championship. And, man, he got absolutely smoked. So I'll tell you, Luis Alberto Lopez, I kind of I really like the way your style is. I like you going forward. Keep your eye on him. Next fight out, I would ding him with a big cup of Hunsky. He was a big underdog in that one, and it was a 5th round KO, and I'm talking a crushing KO. Conlan went down, and he was out cold. So great performance by Lopez. I really liked him. He's great underdog value going in, and the funniest part about it, which I thought was the predictions by the community around the boxing community was 87.5% for Conlan, 12.5% for Lopez, and we all know, as I just told you, Mr. Lopez took him down like a wet noodle, and that was it. So good on him. Gotta like Lopez. Conlan, you're a good champion. You always will be. We'll see you again sometime, buddy. Mike, you're a good one too. So keep your chin up and get out there again. So not so good, guys. I was 2-2. Whatever. I mean, I can't win them all. It is life. So we just do our best. And that's it. So that was last week in review. My predictions. Now going forward for this week, I'm going to be looking at one fight, and that's the one fight only, and that is the Erik Bazinyan fight versus Jose de Jesus Macias. So if you guys want to go to Instagram and go on to Erik Bazinyan's Instagram, he's posted some stuff about the fight. The weigh-in was today, I believe, or yesterday, or it's happened. Maybe today. So that's what he's been doing, and we're going to talk about Erik. I really liked him, like I said at the start of the show. He's a guy I've been keeping my eye on the last 3 years, and he's right out of Canada. He's a Canadian kid from Armenia. I'll let you look into his Wikipedia, whatever you guys want to do. Check out my episode on him. He was amazing, and he will be amazing for us. And gotta like you, man, Erik. That's why I'm hoping you're coming on. If you're out there, Erik, we're waiting for you. So bonjour, mon ami. Viens ici avec moi. You heard me. All right. So we got Erik 29-0 with 21 KOs. That's a 72% knockout ratio. He's ranked number 6 by the Ring Magazine, number 2 by the WBA, number 2 by the WBC, number 2 by the WBO, and number 5 by the IBF. So he's right in the mix, guys. At 168 pounds, 12 stone, 76.2 kilograms, he is going to be something to. He's going to put us on the map. He's the next one. I truly believe he's got the power. He's going to be the new Hilton brother, because out of Montreal come the Hiltons, and we all know about them. So Macias is this is actually, sorry guys, it's in the super middleweight division, 168. So Macias has a good record. He's 28-11, 4 draws, 14 KOs, so he's a 50% knockout guy. It's going to be an interesting fight. It is at the Montreal Casino in Montreal, Canada. I mean, Erik is from Laval. I lived in Beaconsfield when I was young, so I know where Laval is. And there's some tough cats in Laval, so don't mess around if you're out there at all. So ring walk on Thursday. It is going to be Thursday, evening. So if you guys want to get on it, check it out. I really suggest you do. Ring walk is 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. West Coast guys out in California, out in the West, BC, that'll be 8 p.m. 4 a.m. British, I guess they call it British Standard Time in the UK, the BST, and it'll be shown on ESPN Plus USA. If you guys are looking to live stream it or check it out, you can always go to them, get yourself a subscription, do whatever you need to do. I always say DAZN, but this is not on DAZN. It is on ESPN Plus. We got a good fight. The undercard, Steve Claggett and Julian Rodriguez, 10-rounder in the super lightweight division on Thursday night. It's going to be a hell of a fight. Erik is a hell of a kid, hell of a guy. I'm really looking forward to watching the fight. I wish he was here with us. He did call me this afternoon and said he would be more than interested to come on the show and have a little chat with us about the fight. But unfortunately, the producers are not being able to find him, or he can't find us. So anyways, Erik, good luck on Thursday, and we'll all be rooting for you. That's for sure. There's no doubt about it. And what can I tell you? I hope everything goes well for you, Erik. You're going to probably be. I'm going to take Erik Bazinyan knockout. He's going 30-0. And I think he's going to get a title shot real soon, being number 2, number 2, number 2, number 2, and number 6, I believe. So, anyways, any way you slice it, he's going to make us all proud here in Canada. He's a good Canadian guy like myself. As Don Cherry would always say, keep your chin up, all right? Keep your fists up and your chin up. That's it, All right, so thanks again for coming out here, Boxing 101 with me, Neil the Deal. Again, everybody, thanks for your time. Next week, we're gonna have a new fantastic show, as we always do. So please come by, check us out at talkinfight.com. Any of the shows, come and see me 8:30 Mondays. Mikey, Sugar, No Mercy, and the rest of the gang. So thanks again, guys, for coming out. Really appreciate it. Always get better, not bitter. And we'll see you next week. All right. So guess what? My buddy Teo is back next week, so you gotta tune in for Teo. Teo's out. He's coming out. He's fighting Josh, so this is going to be a big one of the year for me. And Erik, I got you knockout. I'm going to say 5th round knockout. Erik Bazinyan. Check it out. Put your money on Erik. It's a guaranteed win, guaranteed. And Teo's coming back for next week. We'll talk about him and Josh. We'll see you then, guys. Have a good night. Take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.